Sunday, the Grizzlies suspended Ja Morant from all off-season team activities pending the league office's review of the video that surfaced over the weekend of him waving a gun in a vehicle.
I mean, what? He's in. Oh man.
Should he be done? Should he be done? We just disciplined him 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, Roman.
Yeah, he got in trouble again.
Wait. Okay,
he went on live. He went on live and held up another gun.
Wait, what?
2 days ago.
Another gun in the car right after this. I don't know. I really hope he didn't know he was on live, but he was in the car holding up a gun again.
Yeah. His friend was taking a video and they were listening to music, dancing in the car. And his friend shows Ja, and then shows himself, and then shows Ja again, and Ja's waving a gun around in the seat, having a party. And it ended up that the friend was actually live on Instagram, and the whole world saw it and screenshotted it, and he's been suspended from his team until further notice.
I didn't even see it the first time. The first time I saw it, I didn't see a gun. I was like, what are they even talking about?
Oh yeah, it was quick. It was quick. The friend tried to save him. But my problem here is, what did he do wrong? Tell me what law he broke.
Broke the NBA's code of conduct.
Okay, well then I think that he should be suspended without pay for half of the season.
My thing is, how do we have politicians that are able to hold up guns, and then the next week they keep their job, even after shooting in their own state? They're able to hold up and pass out Christmas cards with AKs in the Christmas cards.
Who's looking
I think America has a bigger problem.
You're right, but how many kids? And the only reason I'm saying this, I'm trying to argue the other side here, is how many kids look up to those politicians? How many young kids? How many young black kids knew about that? Versus how many young black kids look up to Ja Morant and follow him?
Blacks have a serious problem.
Like that's the only thing I'll say is the affected community, I think, is bigger. Like,
would a NASCAR person get banned if he held up a gun?
America does have a gun problem.
Wait. So that's a good question. If Ja Morant was hunting, would we be okay? And he was dancing to a song?
Yeah. That
would be okay.
But having a gun in a car is not okay. You can't. It's not a good look.
But AJ, for you, if he was holding up just a pistol, like he had his hunting gun, and then music came on, and he pulled out another gun out of his waist and started dancing around with that, would you have been like, oh, okay, well, we can't do anything about that?
You can't, because he's hunting.
It's not. I mean,
he's out in the woods, right? The context.
So your problem is more where it was.
Where it was. The context matters. Because if he was at a gun range, I wouldn't be mad. He shouldn't be suspended. Because he's at a place where guns are supposed to be at. Guns aren't supposed to be in a car.
Are they supposed to be on Christmas cards?
No one can. Yeah, people don't look up to. Some people look up to politicians. Don't get me wrong. But the amount of people that look up to a politician, that looks up to a basketball, it's just different. And this guy has the chance to be the face of the NBA. He can't run around. Are they going to change the logo to a man holding a gun? Like, let's be real for a minute. You can't do it. You can't. Ja Morant, I feel bad for him. He's 23 years old. Like, he has he needs to, and I think I don't want to miss. I think Gilbert Arenas said this, and I 1000% agree. Ja Morant needs to check himself into a rehab facility and say that his mental is not right. He gets away with all of this.
What did his apology letter say?
It was such crap. It just said, I know, something to the effect of, I know I let a lot of people down that were counting on me. I'm sorry. I'll continue to work on myself and strive to be better for the future, or something like that.
And then I think they put it through an AI detection thing, and it said,
and then AI,
a high percentage.
How do you apologize for making a mistake? And it said the same thing. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, but they probably made that up.
Yeah, but still, it's just.
Roman, how do you feel about it? If he doesn't break any laws, if he's in a state that guns are legal, should he lose his whole career? because that's what's on the table.
I mean, the reason this is happening is because he is contracted with the NBA, and the NBA doesn't allow this, whether it's criminal or not. So
Right.
that's understandable.
I just
Up to
the world
NBA.
just
But what
doesn't
you said,
make sense to me. Go ahead.
what
Sorry.
what you said, Jared, is absolutely right. Of a politician is allowed to do that with his whole family holding up a gun, and that's okay, and that's celebrated. Why is this
We
NBA
have a
player
bigger
being
problem in
punished?
America.
Well, because
That's
typically
such a good point.
when you see a black person in a car with a gun, like what does America think is about to happen?
But it's not about
Just
just perception, it's about what also happens. We have
But
school
I
shootings
think
all
the
over the
perspective
place that's
outweighs that.
being.
Unfortunately, the perspective outweighs that.
Well,
Unfortunately, people care about the
yeah,
picture that
I
you're
don't feel.
painting.
And there was a shooting like in his state around
yeah,
this exact same time. I just don't understand. I don't understand why all these companies back. I don't want to ruin rapper contracts, but they back rappers that are clearly talking about this. The NBA will play music where rappers are talking
oh,
about
oh,
this.
oh, oh.
The whole
Good
culture
point.
is building this up. Like we create this culture, and then when it exposes itself, just like in hip hop, like all of a sudden we have a problem.
Yep.
I don't.
You-
I'm not saying
Right,
he
but
shouldn't be
remember,
disciplined, especially after he
yep,
just got in trouble for it. But
they've been trying to separate the NBA, put the NBA players on a separate platter. That's just what it is. You sit on a different shelf. You can look like the rappers, you can talk like the rappers, but you can't do the things the rappers do. You can't be a
so how
game
much
maker.
money is going to these communities so this doesn't happen? Like we always want to deal with the we don't want to deal with the cancer. We want to deal with the symptom. Like the whole culture has a problem.
I think he has to get suspended. I think he has to lose some money. And then I think you move on from it because he didn't break a law. I think he misses.
This is American culture, though.
I think he misses 25
I'm just
games.
playing devil's advocate.
I'd say
I don't know
25
what
games is fair with no pay.
he didn't break a law though.
But he is not acting in the way that
I feel like when you come to America, they like hand you a gun on the way in. Like everyone should get one. I don't understand. The same people that are mad or call this kid stupid are a lot of them are gun advocates. Believe you should have one. America has a serious gun problem.
it has a gun problem, but regardless, you have a $1 billion vessel. Do you want one of your faces toting around and promoting the problem that we have? That's really what it boils down to. You have a $1 billion business, and you said it. America has a gun problem. So if America has a gun problem, do you want one of your top 10 athletes out here promoting, owning, and having guns?
I mean, how many hip hop people still get
But
endorsements?
how many people? But do you think that Ja Morant has the same effect on people that I don't know? I don't know what rappers are toting guns around, but a rapper that's toting a gun around,
Obviously, he might have more.
he has
But
more. He has a lot
I think
more. Like
Rick
you
Ross
don't
had a
see
lot of influence. I think
who?
Rick Ross has a lot more. Rick
But
Ross
you
had a
don't
lot
see
of
Rick
influence
Ross.
on
But
how
you don't
to
see Rick
survive
Ross.
in that.
But you don't see Rick Ross running around with guns. You don't see 2 Chainz. You don't see 50 Cent. You don't
What do you
see
mean?
Dr. Dre
What do
or
you mean? You definitely see 50 Cent.
today carrying around guns, toting guns,
No,
or back
I
then.
mean when he was more pop. Yeah, when
I don't
you
even think I
were
remember ever
making
seeing
rap
50 Cent
album.
with the gun. I thought he rapped about it, but did he ever have a gun?
Yeah, AJ, just type in 50 Cent with a gun. It goes crazy. I mean, you had a video game where you're running around shooting people. Like we're able to make money that way.
But he was a gangster. That was his image. So it was okay.
Well, John Morant just showed you guys he's a gangster too.
He's not though. He's a basketball player. You're not a gangster, sir.
Urban areas definitely have a gun problem, and they should not be. NBA, I understand they should not be supporting any type of gun behavior.
You
I
just
don't know
want it
what
to
the
be
consequences
consistent
should
in
be.
our culture, which
Yeah, I
absolutely.
want it to be consistent. Guns are a problem, and I want the root of the problem solved. I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I mean, urban areas definitely have a gun problem, and they should not be. NBA, I understand They should not be supporting any type of gun behavior.
You just
I don't
want
know
it
what
to
the
be
consequences
consistent
should
in
be.
our culture, which I
Yeah, I want
absolutely.
it to be consistent. Guns are a problem, and I want the root of the problem solved. His career might be over.
Nah, he won't be done. That they can't. They won't do that. Only that's only happened to one player in NBA history, and I love him to death, Gilbert Arenas. But that's because he took a gun into the locker room because someone owed him money over a card game.
No, he did not.
Yeah, look
A
up,
fellow player owed him money over a
look,
card
look
game.
up Gilbert Arenas kicked out of the NBA. Yeah, I think Jarvis Crittenton and him were playing cards for some money, and there was some money owed, and he took the gun into the locker room, and you know,
No, he didn't. Are you serious?
yeah,
And lost his career over this?
yeah, he was done.
When was this?
What, 2006?
Were things more loose back then or something? Like were other
Oh
players
yeah,
doing this?
they were. I'm sure this happened all the time, but he
No,
was the one that
this
got in
didn't happen
trouble.
all the time.
I think these guys were carrying guns. I mean, he brought it in the locker room. Like this wasn't the first time.